Good morning, everybody in Renmark and the world. Hi, it's Rebecca Island here from Connected Life Solutions, and I'm just putting together my term 4 classes for next term. And it got me reflecting on what the job is of every spiritual teacher. And I've had some clients come to me in the past telling me that, the way that I teach is really very experiential and very practical, unlike some of the other teachers that they've had. And that kind of started me on a bit of a mini rant, to be honest, because the world has lost one of its greatest teachers today. Dr. Wayne Dyer sadly has passed overnight, and he has, he's ascended now. So he's gone to be with God in heaven, and it's a very sad day for our whole planet, really, to lose such a wonderful and amazing spiritual teacher. The planet is truly richer for just this one person being here. And it got me thinking about what the job is of every spiritual teacher. Now, I'm a teacher, I'm a facilitator, I'm a life coach, I'm a psychic, I'm a medium, I'm clairvoyant, I'm clairaudient, I'm clairsentient. I feel and sense energy around me all the time. I have to be very, very careful about the company that I choose to put myself in, because my energy is truly affected by the company that I keep. Now, when I'm teaching in my spiritual development classes, it's always very hands-on and it's very practical. And my mother was my first spiritual development teacher, and she raised me with pretty much the one principle, which is you teach them everything you know and then you hand them on to the next teacher. Because not everybody has the same perspective, not everybody has the same lessons that they need to learn, not everybody is ready to hear what you need to teach. And so don't take it personally, it's got nothing to do with me, but it's the job of every spiritual teacher to basically teach as much as you can in the time that you have those people with you and coming to your classes, and then hand them on to the next teacher. Because what they need from you, they might get, and then they might need to go teach or learn from somebody else, and they get more information and their worldview expands. So thanks for all the hearts, I really appreciate it. And so that's what my job is. I take that job very seriously. I've had one client come to me who basically was like, oh my God, you have to teach me. And I structured a course just specifically to give her the information that she needed to get. And she told me how she had this one spiritual teacher for 5 years, and she was very unsatisfied with what this lady was teaching her. And the coach in me kind of resisted listening to it because it was all story. But pretty much it was that the teacher that she was going to felt as though she had to keep all of her clients with her because, it's very personal, and, it's our livelihood. That's what we get paid to do. We're no longer the wise women or the wise men who get taken care of by the tribe or by the town. We now have to earn a living. So what she saw is that if she passed on too much information, then her clients would leave and they would go elsewhere. So she kept it very, thank you very much for the share, Anna. And she kept it very quiet, and all the information that she had, she'd only teach them drips and drabs at any one given point in time. And this woman had been to this spiritual teacher for 5 years and hadn't learnt really a huge amount of spiritual concepts about metaphysics, about energy, practical work, and enough to take her forward and empower her in her own life, which is the other job of every spiritual teacher, is empowerment, so that they no longer have to use you in order to access their own intuition and their own sense of spirituality. And I felt really sad that this woman, this teacher, had tried to restrict the growth of her students solely so that they would stay with her and she would be able to earn an income, because her income was dependent on, of course, the clients. And I just thought that was so sad, because it is the job of every spiritual teacher to pass on as much information as they can have in any one moment in time, and then pass their students on to the next person. to the next spiritual teacher. So that's basically my philosophy. My other philosophy that I have was handed down from Sylvia Brown, one of the other massive spiritual teachers that we've had on the planet that we sadly lost a few years ago. And what she said, and it stuck with me for such a long time, we're not here for these massive life purposes. We're here to love God, to do good, and then to shut up and go home. And that's what we're here to do. Now, Dr. Wayne Dyer, thanks very much. I love her too, Anne. Dr. Wayne Dyer certainly fulfilled that job description. He loved God. He was one of the best masters of metaphysics that I've ever experienced. And he did good. He did good on a global level. It was just yesterday that he was delivering an I Can Do It in America, I think it was, and I Can Do It. And he went on stage, and last night he passed over. And the world has lost such a wonderful spiritual teacher. But the good thing is that the good that he has done will forever be etched in our memories, because he made movies, he wrote books, he has done webinars, he's been on Oprah, he's done everything, and that spiritual content and the metaphysics that he taught will never be lost to us now, because it's etched forever in our digital memory and digitally archived. So it was his job to love God, do good, and to move on. And pass my condolences on to Wayne Dyer's family. And the world is so much sadder without him. And it's less. But we know that his energy is around all the time, as is his wisdom. And if I can hope to be as good a spiritual teacher and to have that depth of understanding of the Tao Te Ching and the metaphysics, that would be fantastic. All right. I would love to hear your comments about what you feel is a must for spiritual teachers in the 21st century. Told you mine are that you teach as much as you can in the time that you have, and you pass those people on to the next spiritual teacher, because you don't know what people need to learn. You don't know what they need to hear from you, and as soon as they've got that one piece of information, they're ready to move on to the next person. It's your job to graduate them to the next teacher. The other one for me is do good, love God, and shut up and go home. So, all right. Yeah, so don't forget to comment. My website is connectedlifesolutions.com.au. So jump on there, have a look at my content. And I do write a blog, and find me on Facebook. I'm at Connected Life Solutions on Facebook as well. That's the business name. All right, so thanks for all the loves. I really appreciate the hearts that you guys are sending. As a small business owner, I'm sure you can all understand how important those things are. Please share my content, like my Facebook page, sign up to my mailing list if you want to hear what I've got to say more frequently. And on my website, I have an energy decoding activity that you might like. So it's just a quick cut the cords of attachment and things like that. Okay, take care. Don't forget to stay connected, and thanks again for listening. All right, bye.